that couch, dance along with us, and have some fun.
You came to set the captives free. You came to bring us liberty. My sin and my rejection, your blood and my acceptance. Now I'm alive to bring you praise. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Every chain is broken through you, Jesus. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Whoa. Your blood has covered every sin. Your grace empowers me to win my pain and my oppression. Let your blood and my acceptance. Now I'm alive to bring you praise. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Every chain is broken through you, Jesus. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Whoa. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Whoa, I'm free, I'm free, I'm free to dance and sing. I'm free, I'm free, I'm free to shout it out. I'm free, I'm free, I'm free to dance and sing. I'm free, I'm free, I'm free to worship you. I'm free to worship you. I'm gonna worship you. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Every chain is broken through you, Jesus. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Whoa.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another week of Divine Kids. Have any of you guys gone camping before? If so, you know that one of the big things that you need to do is take a tent. And when you get there, you have to look for a place to place your tent. Now, I'll start off with a story. A couple of years ago, I was walking my dog at a park and I noticed there was a tree with branches hanging down to the floor. I was walking near there and realized that I saw something kind of like underneath those branches. As I quickly approached there, I saw there were some blankets, essentials, and some clothes there. There was no one there, but it looked like somebody had set a little camping tent there. I really do hope that that person is okay now, but a couple of weeks after that incident, I came back and realized that somebody must have called and complained about that person because those branches had been cut and there was no longer a place for that person to be in shelter. So when you go camping, you need to look for a place of shelter. What do you do in the kingdom though? You have to build kindness in order to build shelter, and I'll talk more about that in a little bit. Now, the story I'm going to share today is the story of a woman named Rahab, and her story can be found in the book of Joshua in the Bible. Now, Rahab was from a city called Jericho, and Jericho was standing in between the Promised Land and the Israelites. The Israelites were God's chosen people, and God had made a promise that behind Jericho there was a promised land, but before they would have to get through it. In order to do that, the Israelites sent a couple of spies to the city of Jericho. Their mission was to go and see how they would be able to destroy the land. However, they were foreigners in a city that didn't like them. So a woman named Rahab offered her home as a place for them to hide. So Rahab, being from the city of Jericho, an enemy to the Israelites, decided to give them shelter for that night. As a reward, or maybe you can say as a way to help her out as well, they said, please place a red ribbon by your house, and your house will be untouched when we come and destroy this city. Now, it's important to emphasize that Rahab and the Israelites were of different cultures and different races. In the midst of everything that's going on, I think this is a great example about how sometimes we're meant to help other people that are not within our comfort zone, our culture, or our race. And it's something very admirable for her at that time. And because of that, she was able to save herself and her whole family. Now, we don't go around and help other people just so that we can get something from them. But God has kind of placed these sort of rules for us to help other people out and love each other. So I guess a big takeaway from Rahab is to admire how she was able to build protection for herself and her family through kindness. And not only did she do that for spies, but she did that for God's chosen people. She did that for somebody outside of her culture, outside her race, which is also very important for us to keep in mind. So that's why this week's memory verse will be Psalms 29:11. The Lord gives strength to his people. The Lord blesses his people with peace. In the middle of all this, we need to remember to build kindness, which will be our protection, and to do it, and he will fill us with peace.